Narcissism and empathy, the paradox of understanding others. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a cornerstone of healthy human relationships. For narcissistic individuals, however, empathy presents a complex challenge. While they may display cognitive empathy, the intellectual ability to recognize others' emotions, they often struggle with emotional empathy, which involves genuinely feeling and responding to those emotions. This disconnect shapes their interactions and creates a paradox where they can manipulate others' feelings while remaining disconnected from genuine compassion. This article examines the relationship between narcissism and empathy, exploring its dynamics, manifestations, and strategies for fostering deeper emotional connection. Why narcissists struggle with empathy. The difficulty narcissistic individuals experience with empathy is rooted in their psychological makeup. 1. Self-centered focus. Their preoccupation with their own needs and desires leaves little mental or emotional bandwidth for understanding others. 2. Fear of vulnerability. True empathy requires emotional openness, which narcissists often avoid to protect their fragile self-esteem. 3. Validation dependency. Relationships are viewed through a lens of utility, prioritizing what others can provide over mutual emotional connection. 4. Defensive mechanisms. Suppressing empathy helps them avoid confronting their own insecurities or inadequacies. Cognitive empathy versus emotional empathy. Narcissists often exhibit cognitive empathy while lacking emotional empathy, leading to a distinct pattern of behavior. Cognitive empathy. Recognition of emotions. They can identify others' feelings to navigate social situations effectively. Manipulative use. This awareness is often employed to charm, persuade, or control others. Transactional interactions. Emotional recognition serves their goals rather than fostering genuine connection. Emotional empathy. Limited emotional resonance. They struggle to feel others' emotions or respond with genuine concern. Superficial care. Displays of sympathy may appear insincere or self-serving. Avoidance of vulnerability. Emotional connection is viewed as a potential risk to their self-image. Manifestations of empathy deficits. The lack of emotional empathy in narcissistic individuals often manifests in their relationships and behaviors. Interpersonal relationships. Emotional detachment. Loved ones may feel unsupported or unvalued due to their lack of genuine emotional engagement. Transactional dynamics. Relationships are often characterized by what others can provide rather than mutual care. Conflict escalation. Difficulty understanding others' perspectives can lead to misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. Professional interactions. Exploitation. Colleagues may feel used or dismissed as tools to achieve the narcissist's objectives. Lack of team cohesion. Their inability to connect emotionally may hinder collaboration and trust. In parenting. Inconsistent support. Children may feel both overly controlled and emotionally neglected, creating confusion and insecurity. Projection of expectations. Narcissistic parents may prioritize their own ambitions or image over their children's emotional needs. The impact of empathy deficits. The struggle with empathy affects narcissists and those around them in significant ways. 1. Relationship instability. Their inability to connect emotionally often leads to strained or broken relationships. 2. Social isolation. Over time, their lack of emotional reciprocity can result in loneliness or alienation. 3. Missed opportunities for growth. Avoiding emotional connection prevents them from experiencing deeper, more fulfilling relationships. 4. Emotional burnout for others. Loved ones may feel drained by the constant effort to provide emotional support without reciprocation. Strategies for fostering empathy. Although challenging, narcissistic individuals can work toward developing greater empathy with intentional effort and support. For narcissistic individuals. 1. Practice mindfulness. Focus on being present in interactions and observing others' emotions without judgment. 2. Develop emotional awareness. Learn to identify and process their own emotions as a step toward understanding others. 3. Engage in therapy. Professional guidance can help uncover the barriers to emotional empathy and develop healthier relational patterns. 4. Focus on small acts of kindness. Begin with simple gestures of care or support to build empathy gradually. For loved ones and colleagues. 1. Encourage open dialogue, foster honest conversations about feelings and needs without placing blame. 2. Model empathy, demonstrate genuine concern and understanding in your interactions. 3. Set boundaries, protect your emotional well-being by defining clear limits on one-sided exchanges. 4. Reinforce positive changes, acknowledge and celebrate moments of genuine empathy to encourage growth. Cultivating emotional connection. For narcissistic individuals, building empathy requires a shift in focus from self-centered validation to mutual connection. Embrace vulnerability, recognize that emotional openness strengthens relationships rather than diminishes self-worth. Value relationships, invest in meaningful connections that prioritize mutual care and understanding. Seek feedback, accept constructive input from trusted individuals to improve relational dynamics. Conclusion. Narcissistic individuals' struggle with empathy creates a significant barrier to meaningful relationships and personal growth. By addressing the psychological roots of their empathy deficits and adopting intentional strategies, they can develop a deeper capacity for understanding and connection. For those interacting with narcissists, fostering empathy involves patience, clear boundaries, and a commitment to encouraging positive change.